Hello everyone, this is Gerardo Morillo, certified hypnotist and certified law of attraction practitioner, and today we're going to be talking about when is it okay to be selfish. So the word selfish has a lot of bad associations behind it for many good reasons, and it's for the simple fact that there are a lot of great examples of why selfish is bad. In fact, we can say that a lot of the problems that we go through today is because of a lot of selfishness. So having said that, I'm going to say now, when is it okay to be selfish? Many years ago, I guess I was on a mission to kind of save this planet and to really help this planet evolve and just be better entirely. I took it upon myself to really do as much inner work as I could so that I could see what I can do to help people transform themselves and become their greatest versions. So I did a lot of research, I did a lot of studying. The issue was, my intent was good. It really was. But the problem I was having was that I was still broken myself. I was still broke. I was broken. I was broke. I was in scarcity. And I also came to the realization that human beings are also programmed. In so many different ways, they are programmed. So this created a lot of problems with my strategy of saving the world or helping people, whatever the fuck we want to call this. How am I going to help people if I am broke, if I am broken, and they are programmed? Certain things just don't really mix very well, like water and oil. And in this case, that's what this was. So I went on the conquest or on the mission to fix myself, because really I needed to fix myself first. I had a lot of fixing to do. And even today I still have a lot of fixing. However, I love the fact that I have so many kind of solutions to any single problem that may occur. I can always just keep myself in check. So I'm at a pretty good spot in my life because I feel like it's only up from here. It really is. But it wasn't always that way. So anyways, yeah. Now I'm making that transition where it's like, okay, I'm at a pretty good spot and now I can help others a lot more easier. However, you see, I can do so here more so than there. And in the next step, which is kind of like when I'm living in the full land of abundance, then yes, I'm going to have the luxury of being able to help people and coming from a place of like pure kindness. But I think that the problem is when you're trying to help people, when you yourself are broken, it's so difficult. And I know a lot of you are suffering and in pain. A lot of people are very mean to you, and you're doing your best to spread love and light. And I love that. I really appreciate that. The problem is that if you're broken yourself, it's going to be really tough to maintain composure. So in essence, you have to get yourself out of that poverty situation, whatever that may mean. It could be poverty in health, poverty in mindset, poverty in you're lacking in income. Because the reality is that you cannot save a damn person if you do not have money. That's the simple reality. And anyone who tells you otherwise is a bullshitter. Flat out bullshitter. Obviously with some exceptions, right? There are some exceptions to this as well, but they would be lying to you. Anyways, having said that, you first need to take care of your own needs, your own basic needs. The cells in your own body, they are selfish. They want you to live longer. They want to help you, give you what you want. And the very cells and DNA that you have installed in you, they want to make sure that you are healthy and getting all your needs and wants met. Ironically, some people, they choose to suffer, and their cells and DNA are like, well, the master says I want to suffer, so I'm just going to self-sabotage the whole fucking system. This is the irony between people who are kind of negative. They're negatively using their minds, and then their whole mind and body system goes haywire and says, well, let's self-destruct. But that's very not productive. That's not a very positive thing to self-destruct, because then you just feel worse. So you're using your mind to get yourself worse, and you're stuck down there, but you want to get better. So that's why it's very self-defeating, and it defeats the whole purpose. Okay, what else do I want to say about this? Yeah, I mean, the whole point is that you get yourself fixed. You get yourself at a good spot. I'm not saying you have to be rich to help people. No, by no means, no. But you still need to get to this place where you are finally at peace with yourself, or at least you're pretty good, right? You're pretty good. You got enough money. I don't know, like if we had to put a number on it, like I don't know what, 2K a month, 3K a month, or something like that. The very cells in your body, they are selfish to some extent because they want to make sure that you get your needs and wants fixed. Because the number one priority for yourself is survival. You cannot do anything if you're dead. That's why that is the number one priority. You cannot do anything if you are dead. So if you're dead, you can't do anything. So death is really the worst case kind of scenario. The next thing that your best interest is to for your evolution is to acquire as much resources and knowledge as you can. This way that you can go higher and higher. This makes sense, right? Hopefully it does make sense. So essentially what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay to be a little selfish, especially in the beginning. In fact, this is kind of what most people do anyways. Most people are very selfish in the beginning because they don't know any better, or they're coming from lack, and they have this kind of unconscious understandings that I need to improve my living conditions. And I come from the background where I was a little more on the kind of selfless side, but I wasn't stupid. Like, I was very intelligent. People, I guess, thought I was kind of stupid because I genuinely wanted them to improve and to be successful. I'm not stupid. I have like 100,000 times more hours of research than they have, and in every sense of the word. But I prefer to do the right thing. The right thing for me is growth, and the growth of other people. Growth for myself and growth for other people. It's just that at times there is a conflict there between you need to fix your own needs, your own situation. Otherwise, you cannot help other people very well. And you won't be a good example of what it means to be a successful person, and no one's going to look up to you in respect. No one respects anyone who is broke. No one respects anyone who's a failure. That's why it's super, super important that you fix your priorities, your own needs, your own wants, and you get to that nice little comfortable place where you can finally be yourself, and then you can start helping other people from a place of gratitude, from a place of kindness, sincere kindness. Because if you're still kind of lacking that I don't know, like you just have that negative energy, and you're still kind of selfish because you're in that state of brokenness, you're in that state of lack, you're in all that junky state, it's going to be hard to help other people. It's easier to help people when you've already gone through all that junk, and then you're kind of there, and then you're like, oh, hey, look at me, guys, I'm here, I can help you now. The irony of this is that I think that's what most people do. They know they can't help other people if they're broken, and then 5-10 years later, once they fix all their problems, you see them becoming public speakers, and you see them becoming marketers and blah, blah, blah. This is a very extremely normal human process. No one, like most people, they don't have the confidence or the courage to stand up in front of a crowd when they are broken themselves, when they are in lack, when they have problems. They do not have the courage to do that. I know many years ago at 18, I couldn't be a public speaker. I was so broken. Well, I mean, I could have challenged it, but the difficulty was just too high. Now, it's not that much. It's still difficult. It's still like a little difficulty there. but it's just not that much of a big difficulty now at this point in my life. From 18 to do a lot of these weird things, or like, oh, being a public speaker in front of an audience, that to me was such a huge gap from where I was. Now it's just kind of trial and error, getting myself in the state, knowing what to say, getting myself in the flow, and just saying the right words that will resonate with the people. And that's really what it's all about. Alright, so anyways, guys, I guess that's all I wanted to say about this. You can be selfish as long as you're not doing it in ways to be harmful. And sometimes you may need to do that to get yourself to that next level. God is very forgiving. He will forgive you even if you do those things. This stuff is very common. But anyways, you can do what you want. Make sure that you have your own needs and wants met. This way that when you are helping other people, it's coming from a place of kindness, sincere kindness, and not like, because even when you're trying to help people and you're broken, it doesn't always have this kind of right little vibe to it. Whereas like certain people that I watch the videos and they have like a good vibe, I can kind of just sit there and watch the videos and I'm like, okay, cool, all right, I like where this is going. And some people, I can't listen to it because it's just like they're not even coming from a right place. And although they're saying good things, sometimes I can't listen to it because it's not coming from good intentions. Anyways, guys, that is all on this topic. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for even more videos and podcasts. I'm trying to start to do webcams more very shortly, very soon. By the way, guys, if you want to manifest your dream life, go check out Manifest Shortcuts on Amazon. I will be providing you with the links down below where you can check that out. Manifest Shortcuts is probably the best book you're going to read in the next 5 or 10 years or even decade. And that's my promise to you. If you disagree for whatever reasons, I will refund you your money and I will double the money. Okay, so if you pay $2.99 and you don't like the book, I'll give you $6. Anyways, guys, this is all from Gerardo Morillo. Until next time, friends.